stepbrothers. 2 almost 40-year-olds still live with their parents. Their parents
are you starting?
fall in
Are
love,
you doing it?
and then they get married, and then they move into each other.
You got to
And
start over because that's not a clean cut. I was coughing over you.
that's your fault. I did it. There it is.
No, go hit it again.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and welcome to Architects of Lore, the one and only weekly podcast where 2 prestigious cousins sit around and discuss the age-old art of storytelling. And at the end, we're probably going to come up with another buddy comedy road trip movie because that's just what we do now. But I'm your host, Zach, a.k.a. Z-Town TV. That's my co-host / co-cousin, Devin, a.k.a. Devo City. Devin, how are you doing this fine evening?
Oh, I'm doing good, Zach. How are you doing? You cursed us, you jinxed us. It's all your fault. I told you not to mention it. I tried to cut it out of the episode, but you are the reason the Buffalo Bills lost that game.
Whoa.
Just had to get it out. I feel so much better now.
Let's take a step back. A guaranteed victory 2 weeks ago.
I told you not to jinx.
They won. Last week I was about to do it again.
Super Bowl.
And then you
guaranteed victory. You guaranteed Super Bowl.
You got to keep re-guaranteeing. You got to keep re-guaranteeing. You stopped me last week, so ipso facto, transitive property.
You don't like award shows. I don't like speculation. Just let them watch the game. That's all I got to say about the NFL until next year, though.
Where's your hat?
I'm letting my hair breathe, man.
But you're in mourning.
So I'm not allowed to show my
I'm
head?
wearing black.
That's why you're wearing black? I appreciate it.
Exactly. Huge Bills fan over here. Big Bills fan.
Oh, yeah. No, that's all I got to say. I just had to come at you hard because,
fine.
Your fault.
Fine. Not my fault.
Other than that,
we just talked about ipso facto, your fault. You didn't allow me to keep re-guaranteeing.
No.
I want to do a real moment right now. This is a real moment.
We don't do real moments on this show.
I have so many jokes. It's so many needling moments, and I am actively holding back because I care about your mental health.
Okay, you want me to leave this pod
right now? I want you to know that entertainment, Zach, is needling me. Like,
it's just mean.
Get the reaction.
That's your entertainment.
Get the reaction, Zach. And then cousin Zach is going like, he's going through a hard time. Just let it go. We can move on. It'll be funnier, maybe in a couple weeks, but like, just let it go for now.
No,
I just want you to know
we're moving on.
Those are the voices right now, and I have let cousin Zach win. So Devin,
wow. Thank you.
I'm sorry about sorry about the Bills. My week's been okay.
Did you have a good weekend?
Weekend was good. It was fucking 10 degrees here. I didn't do anything. I didn't leave the house. At one point, I looked out the window and I saw the sun. And I swear to God, I don't think I've seen the sun in 6 weeks. So that was pretty chill. Like, that was nice. So yeah, it's pretty depressing around here. Think about moving to Los Angeles. Really,
you could come visit.
Getting the West Coast office up off the ground, We were
talking about you coming to visit in April, weren't we?
It's got to be sooner because I'm really starting to get the whole.
Listen, you can come out
winter depression
all you want. You want to come out? We'll do a live Valentine's Day show with 2 single guys talking about rom-coms.
I would only do that if you promised me that we would go to the bar and live stream at the bar with some GoPro, but only doing our characters from this podcast. Because spoiler alert, we're just normal people, guys. Okay, we're just normal people. These are characters. We play them up, but then just see what happens. Just see if that works, and it won't, and it'll be sad.
You're just gonna have to tell people you're on a sabbatical. And you're getting into mushrooms and thinking about going to see Coachella. And really
I've heard good things about Coachella.
James.
Yeah. No, it wasn't James. It was Jack.
Jack
has problems. Jack needs to get out of a rut. Yeah, what if I came out there Valentine's Day? I come out, we just go to the bars, and I just keep saying my name's Jack. Yeah, I'm thinking about going to Coachella. I'm an accountant from
Nothing's stopping
Chicago.
you.
Yeah.
No one is gonna bag it. I will go with. I'll run with it. If you want to move to LA and start a new life as Jack Crossett, I'm here for it.
What if I meet the love of my life and it starts out on a lie, and then the
Well,
whole like another like week and a half that I'm there is just like, how do I tell her the truth, Devin? And then we have this moment where all is lost, and then I move back over here.
hold on.
But
Let's
then I'm
not
just
come up
like,
with a movie
wait a
idea
second.
yet.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're
This is a
right.
sequel to Coachella at 40, or the prequel. Who knows?
Yeah. But no, my week has been pretty good. I didn't do any golfing, obviously, other than, of course, as we talked about, listening to War and Peace, getting through that, getting my claw putting going, getting better at that. Easier to get perfect putts. I'm just getting that real consistency movement. And what about yourself? I heard you went golfing.
I did for my friend Scott's birthday. We had a
Happy
nice little
birthday, Scott.
foursome. Ryan, Gian, Scott, and I went out to DeBell. We
Those are
did
all just appreciative listeners of the podcast. Ryan, Gian, Scott, I know you're listening right now. Thank you so much for
or
listening.
watching. This is
Or
available to
watching.
watch. Yeah.
It's true.
No, it was fun. We did the first 9 holes
Devin, watch this.
individually. It's so rude. There's a comment about that later that I will bring up in the audience feedback portion of the show.
Oh, is this another email from William?
It might be. It might be, but he's got some notes. So
all right.
we'll get to it in a little bit. We will. First, though, we played golf. We did a 9-hole individual. I didn't do terrible, but there were some struggle holes. And then we did a
whoa. The audience wants to know. What'd you shoot? 9 holes.
Well, Zach, you know me, I'm really good at golf because I took lessons from you and you're a perfect golfer. So I got 18.
A 9?
Yeah.
Good job.
I know you would have got 9, so I apologize for that. But
what was the real score?
Don't worry about it. We're out there having fun. I don't need you and your judgmental scoring. I'm here to learn, okay? I want you to be surprised that Pompey member guest.
You're working towards bogey
zero
golf.
knowledge. You want to know what my score is? You come out here in February. We go play golf.
Okay. All right.
That's the only time I'm going to tell you my score is when you're on the golf course with me. And I won't lie.
Read audience. This means Devin shot over 50.
Listen. Then we went to a scramble. Me, Gian, Ryan. First, the birthday boy, Scott, who is the best.
Scratch golfer, I heard.
When I got close, not quite close, but when I got 2 other people hitting, and it's funny because they could both hit like really bad shots, and I'll be a third, but the pressure seems off. So like
That's
hit a nice
more
shot.
Pressure.
No, because it's like they already messed up, so who cares if I mess up,
But your team
one bang
is gonna. I heard that.
Yeah,
I heard.
I'm sure the audience did too. That one made me jump.
That one was loud.
Yeah,
it's 4:47 there. You're not allowed to talk in your apartment.
Apparently not. This is why we need a studio. But no, I felt like the pressure was off, and I made some good chips. Gian, he's new to the game, still hacking at it. Once he had a buzz ball, he did not care how he's playing, but he made some decent putts, which was really nice and surprising. But overall, fun day. Scott still beat us, 3v1.
Scratch golfer against 3.
Yeah,
at
and
least
he was really
20
playing against
handicap.
me.
True. Yeah.
Honestly, and then I would say we used 90% of my shots, which I am not normally the best golfer in a scramble, so that felt nice.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Was it at least like a little competitive? Or was it like a going away victory?
No, we tied a lot of holes, and then
Okay.
Once it gets dark, it's really hard to see balls. So
I'm gonna mark that down as progress.
Oh yeah, definitely have some progress.
Definitely progress.
Driver, not great, but the irons and the chipping, much better.
We'll get there. You're gonna get on the range. You're gonna FaceTime me. You're gonna put me behind you so I can see your swing. And then we're going to go through notes. We're going to go through
It
notes.
seems weird and aggressive.
And then people at the range are going to be like, did you pay for like a professional golfer to give you Devin gave me a thumbs up.
I don't know how that happened.
That means he wants me to do this. So there we go, folks. I'm going to help Devin, Pompey 2024 Pompey member guest. Going to take it by storm. Take it by storm.
You never know.
Never know. Never
But
know.
I wanted to do some audience feedback. And
I don't want to.
All the audience feedback. This first one says bottle of Coke ? What is a bottle of soda? I thought we were seeking Celsius as a sponsor. You're right. I got my bottle of Celsius right here. Thank you for that.
It's 7:47 on a Tuesday, folks. I can't be pounding seltzers or your boy's not going to sleep and he's not going to have a good day at work tomorrow.
We need you amped.
That's why we got Diet Canada Dry Ginger Ale. It's lovely and it's good for your tummy.
0 sugar. Also, Blimp movie. Blimp RV. I like it. Snow over rain.
Is this the same person or two different feedbacks?
This is William. This is my dad.
Okay. We don't have to say dad. It's just
gotta let it notes. I like it. Snow over rain. I agree. Snow over rain all day.
Yeah.
And then last one, movie posters. Have you printed any yet? Have you thought about selling them to fund your adventure to Norway or Coachella? Good idea. Good. We do need to get a shop going.
I like that this person is an active listener because they know about our multiple fundraisers now.
Yeah. And this is my favorite. And it wouldn't hurt to have a few on the wall, especially behind Z-Town.
Some of us aren't made of money, William. It can't just be putting up posters. They're very cheap.
Some of us don't have nails and can't hang the lore list that's already behind them, but they're just blocking. Yeah, it looks nice. Wish I could see it. Nope, you're back in front of it.
Yeah, listen, it's really what I wanted to do is I wanted to keep everything bare so that the viewer could really focus in on what the product is. And that's this.
That's just you?
You better use that as a thumbnail.
Hold on. Let me pose too. Let me go the other way.
All right, wait. I'm going this way.
Nice.
All right, there we go. We got the thumbnail. Well, I'm glad that you're making progress in golf. We've gotten you listener / viewer feedback. Remember, if you would like to give us any type of feedback that you want, again, make it 5 stars if you're going to rate us or else get the fuck out. But you can email us at architectslore@gmail.com. All right. But now let's move on to everybody's second favorite part of the show. And sometimes when I say that, it hurts my feelings.
Yeah, why? I mean, you're the one who started it. No one told you that you have to keep saying it.
No, this was direct feedback.
But you can just say, the next segment or
the next
everyone's favorite trivia portion of the show.
Everybody's second favorite part of the show, and that's the
movie game.
Movie game. Dynamite transition. But let's go ahead and review last week's audience question, which one listener got immediately again. You know what? That person, you're killing it. You're doing a great job. But for everybody else out there, yeah, we don't. All right.
He deserves it. He came up with a
You're right. But sometimes I feel like other people are intimidated to reach out to us and they do know the answer to that question. I just want to say we're normal people. You can reach out. Don't worry. We're not going to bite.
I thought you just said this was a character. So
this is a character, but I'm normal.
But is it a normal
outside.
person character? You just said you're a normal person and you're referring to Z-Town TV. So you should be like, this is a wild person, but the person reading your email will be a normal person.
Normal person. Very normal. His name is Zach. He's delightful. But that question last week again Devin threw me off, was a working husband clones himself numerous times to make life easier, but things get complicated when the clones become subterranean reptile juveniles, excelling at flips and kicks. That answer, of course, Devin, was
Multiplicity Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
You didn't put it together correctly, but that is the right answer.
Multiplicity Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
There it is. But now this week, Devin, are you ready for your movie game question?
Hit me.
Devin, 1950s high schoolers spend their summer nights and school days singing and dancing before embarking on a cross-country motorcycle run with Dennis Hopper.
Grease Easy Rider.
This guy, folks,
Is
you
that
know,
right?
he used to be awful at this game. Just god awful. And then I think he got into it in his head. He's like, I'm supposed to be the movie guy. I moved to Los Angeles. I'm writing scripts. I got to be the movie guy. And he just started cramming movies. Because that is 100% correct, Devin. Congratulations. Nice job.
Thank you, Zach. Here is your question. Adorable extraterrestrial spaceships befriend residents of an apartment complex in danger of demolition, courtesy of the Merc with a mouth.
Adorable extraterrestrial spaceships?
Yeah.
Merc with a mouth is Deadpool.
Yep. 1987.
It's not E.T. the extraterrestrial.
No, it's not.
1987?
Yeah.
It's not Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Nope.
Tiny little alien spaceships befriend people of a building so it doesn't blow up? The fuck? 1987? Give me the hint for it. I don't know this one.
Remember Jessica Tandy?
No.
Okay, this is on. I'll give you a hint. It's not a hint for the movie, it's a hint for the title. Okay.
Okay.
It is on a toy box as a disclaimer for parents to also purchase something else.
Oh. Batteries not include Deadpool?
There you go.
I have
mean, you got
never.
my clue pretty quick.
I got it. I never got. I don't know that movie. Okay.
1987, batteries not included. Yeah.
Have you heard of this movie?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of times you could just lie to me and say, yeah,
Yeah, well, what's the point?
it's true. Devin, well, I'm going to show you the whole card with the answer. So blur it out as you read it. Do you have that? Do you have that capability?
I mean, I could just cut to myself, but yeah, so just.
I mean, that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool, though. If just like blur. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but.
There you go. There you go.
Top Gun parody starring Charlie Sheen sequels itself with Charlie Sheen parodying Rambo. Ugh. Top Gun parody starring Charlie Sheen sequels itself with Charlie Sheen parodying Rambo.
All right, I didn't bet that one, and no one's gonna get it.
We'll see.
No
We'll see.
one.
If you know the answer, let us know by emailing us at architectsallure@gmail.com or hitting us up at architectsallure on Instagram, arcallure on X, or
just text us.
architectsallure on YouTube.
Well, it's not just Architects Allure on YouTube.
Yeah, you Google.
Or did we get it?
I don't know.
Do we hit the subscriber count? Everybody, if you're listening to this, go to the YouTube channel and just hit subscribe. Just hit subscribe. Hit
Even
the notification
if you want to continue
bell,
listening on Spotify,
which is fine. We appreciate it.
We appreciate it. But hit subscribe. It's free. It helps. We'd appreciate it.
Really helps us push to more listeners. If you want us to keep doing this, we need more listeners. Because remember, more listeners means more money for Zach to go to Coachella. Do you want to see Zach at Coachella? That's a question you got to answer for yourself.
It's coming up pretty quick, so I think you got to start prepping.
It might have to be Coachella 2025.
Oh, okay.
You know,
because I'm pretty sure that's in April. So,
is it really?
Yeah,
that's way too close. That's definitely Coachella 2025. But Norway,
that's why you're gonna come out in February to prep. You know, see what people are wearing, see what the vibes like.
Are they just mostly not wear things?
I don't know. You'll have to find out. But I'm sure the style changes every year. You got to have your finger on the pulse.
I feel like I could just buy like neon green and mesh and be pretty good.
I would pay to see you in that. That'd be pretty hilarious. I would make it all of our profile pictures.
You would get rid of every other photo
Yep.
and only exclusively use
I
that.
would post that on Instagram about 100 times. So
Yeah.
anytime you just Googled your name, Architects Lore, my name, picture of you in green mesh.
All right. Well, you know what? Maybe it will happen if you subscribe to the YouTube channel and hit that bell for notifications. But Devin, let's move on to another buddy comedy movie and another Will Ferrell movie because apparently we're two basic white boys who think Will Ferrell's funny and studying the blueprints.
All right, Zach, why don't you give us a recap of Step Brothers?
Yeah, no problem, Devin. So basically, this movie is about two Arrested Development adults, almost 40-year-olds, Will Ferrell and
John
what's
C.
his name?
Riley.
John C. Riley. I knew Riley. I couldn't get the
This guy
second
doesn't know
part.
movies.
Wow. Do you want a clean cut or not?
Yeah,
You
I
want a clean
do.
cut or not?
But like, you're the one messing up in it. You're like,
That's because you're jumping in. You're
you
jumping in and you're throwing me on.
You
You
didn't
know,
even
like
have to
I just like to ramble. I just like to
two
ramble.
40-year-old brothers.
This guy right here. This guy right here. Two 40-year-old brothers move in when their parents meet and fall in love and get married. But those two stepbrothers start off as enemies, become best friends, go back to enemies, become best friends, and become successful. That's stepbrothers.
Yeah. They're basically 12-year-olds who are 40. It's hilarious. You can call me Dragon.
Yeah, you can call me Nighthawk. I'm going to be honest with you. I finished this movie about 25 minutes ago.
Now that's what you said. I need to do some stuff before.
For reference, folks, we've been on the podcast for 21 minutes. I've seen this movie before. Let's start off with the negative because we're going to get into a lot of positives. This, of course, was made in like 2008, 2009.
2008.
There's a lot in here that would not fly these days. Let's just throw that out there.
Couple jokes that are no longer PC, but they are said by a character who you are not supposed to like. So
true.
It's not like they're saying this is a good guy. So
I mean, Will Ferrell and John C. Riley also use the word,
okay,
mentally challenged people a lot.
Yeah, well, different time, folks.
Different times. There was some light, and by not light, I mean full-blown adultery and cheating in this movie, just played for laughs. There is so many of these cutaway bits that do not make sense, but fine. Other than that, delightful, funny movie.
This is the most quoted movie I have seen in my entire life. Me and my friends would just sit around for hours quoting this movie at each other while drinking some natty lights, man. This
You were 3 years younger than me.
My school.
My friend group did Anchorman. Your friend group did Step Brothers. So.
This came out my senior year of high school, and it was on Netflix at a time where I think I put it on to go to bed almost every night, just because it's so funny. Like I think I can settle the whole pan situation.
I'm sorry, are you saying Pan or Pam?
Pam.
Pam.
Oh, two M's. Two
N's. With a D? No D's. No D's. Shut your mouth.
The Catalina wine mixer is a thing because of this movie.
Yeah, I laughed probably the hardest at that joke just because I knew it was coming. And I don't know why. I just find it so funny. Is at the end when he's singing and out, like the three of them go, it's the fucking Catalina wine mixer.
Yeah, I mean
that means something. Also,
these two characters,
the aerial shot of the Catalina wine mixer at the end. There is not 80 people there, and he goes, "We gotta sell 80. We gotta sell or lease 80 helicopters for me to make my nut." There's 60 people at most.
Well, maybe some companies are renting a few at a time. They're getting a fleet,
Fucking Catalina wine mixer, man.
Well, like Will Ferrell's character, Brendan Hoff, his younger brother tormented him when he was singing, putting himself as a very vulnerable position. He was never able to get over that. He has a reason. Dale's character is just, his mom passed, but he was just like, I'm going to be a doctor.
Well, it's all about who you know, Devin.
It's all about who you know.
Honest question. Do you think our siblings think that we bully them?
I don't know why.
I was watching this movie. I was like, my older brother thinks that I bully him.
Yeah, probably.
Like, did I do some lasting emotional damage to my older brother where he picked, some sort of life path because of that? I don't know. And I'll never get that answer because he will
I
never
mean, you
admit.
could ask him.
He's listening right now.
But also, I don't know if you have that big of an impact on his life. But maybe you did. You
Yeah,
know.
probably not.
Yeah. He's probably just like, all right, yeah, cool, Zach.
No. What really happened is we were the tortured ones. We were the victims, Devin.
Yeah.
Devin is looking something up and not engaged
You
in
sound really
conversation.
quiet, so I'm just hoping that you're not really quiet when it's being recorded.
You can boost it. You got that.
I know, but it's just gonna be super annoying if you're quiet and everything. But I don't know if it's just my headphones because we were screaming and then it went to like silence. So I wonder if Zoom was just like, these guys are a
That's
little loud.
very
Let's
possible.
bring the threshold down. We are investigating new ways to record so we can be as loud as we want.
We are investigating, folks. Um, so again, I keep coming back to this point. All these early 2000 comedy movies are just bit after bit after bit with a loose story structure.
That's why I think we talk in bits. I think that's why we just do bits because this is
Yeah.
what we grew up on. This is what we know comedy is. It's like, oh, you're gonna say a line and then you're just gonna do a bit.
I mean, there's a point in this movie where they get beat up just by a bunch of 12-year-olds. It's never mentioned before or again. They're just like, it'd be funny if we saw Will Ferrell and John C. Reilly get beat up by a bunch of 12-year-olds and made to eat white dog shit.
Well, then at the end, you know that they're successful in their redemption because they go back and beat up those 12-year-olds.
True. That is true. Which is funny because, I mean, who doesn't want to see a bunch of kids get beat?
The singing scene alone of just coming up with like, how do we introduce this character? Let's have them acapella sing, and then when his wife is off key, flip out.
Yeah, this one was hard because I know Adam Scott primarily from Parks and Rec, where he's Ben, and he is the sweetest, most supportive character in that show. And then you remember that Adam Scott played a lot of his career as just an asshole. Like a
Yeah,
lot of his career was being in comedy movies as an asshole.
look at him in Leap Year.
Yeah, he's awful. But Adam Scott's a national treasure, and
He
everybody
plays
knows
such
it.
a good jerk.
He
Like you're
does.
just like want to punch him in the face. So that's why you feel so good when
When he
he
gets
does
punched in the
get punched in
face.
the face.
This is what $1,200 a week. $1,200 a week in singing lessons is getting me.
That's why I don't feel bad that his wife is cheating on him. I mean,
I
it's not
still felt
great.
a little bad.
A little bit, yeah. But
I did like how they had the one scene with children, and then probably somebody else on set was like, I hate working with kids. Okay, you
well, I
got
don't
all
think
these
that girl has a
hours and stuff
line.
like that. No, she doesn't. They're just singing.
No, she doesn't even sing. The boys
She
sing. She
sings.
doesn't
She
sing.
sings. She
She
doesn't have a
sings as a
solo.
group. She doesn't
Yeah,
have a solo. Yeah.
yeah.
And then I don't think she has a line at the breakfast or at the dinner table. I love when
No,
the
she
little
doesn't.
kid though, like they'll ask a question that's, "How big are the fish? Who is this guy?"
I asked a question about the story.
Damn, you
I
ruined everything.
I stand on this. Dale's dad is an asshole for most of the movie. And there is no perfect parenting moment in this movie. Of course, Brennan's mom is a fucking saint. She's a saint.
She's an enabler, and she also did
She's an
chant that Brendan
enabler.
has a mangina. She did join in for a little bit.
A little bit. But his dad is mean to Dale as soon as he meets what was his name? Derek.
Derek.
And then at the end, when they flipped and Dale and Brennan are successful, is mean to Derek out of nowhere. And that made me feel a little bad about Derek. He's like, oh yeah, I was hanging out with Silas. Like, Derek, we talked about this. Shut the fuck up. Basically, I was
Well,
like,
you can
okay, come
tell that the
on.
mom also is a little fed up with Derek. He's like, I got a ton of stories. And she's like, yeah, you do. I'm like, so she's heard Derek's stories before.
I mean, but that was very nice when they kind of hugged and then they high five.
Like try and punch each other.
But I mean, I let me
Some
give the
great
dad
music too.
let me give the
Boats and
dad credit
hoes.
though. The dad credit at the Catalina wine mixer. We finally breaks down. He's like, I miss my son. Don't let your dreams die. Don't let your dinosaur die. And he's the one who talks him up into going up there and going for it. So I got to give him that because I gave him shit for being an asshole. I got to give him that. But yeah, overall, good movie. And as we have learned, people, feel good comedies are just bit after bit after bit loose story structure.
Well, I think it still stands. I think it's still very funny. Obviously, there's some things where you're like, oh, probably shouldn't say that anymore. But overall, I think it's still a hilarious movie seeing two 40-year-olds pretend like they're 12. It's just, it's not going to not be funny.
What are you doing? I'm burying you. Oh my God, zombie! Zombie!
Oh,
I mean, that's fair. That is funny. Like the premise of the movie is very funny, and of course it was funny. Like Adam McKay, stop doing all these fucking dramas now. Get back
he
to your
can do
bread
what he
and
wants. He
get
gave
back to
us
your
these.
bread and butter and do comedies again, like the other guys, like Step Brothers. I don't remember any other ones.
Well, did he do Talladega Nights?
Maybe that's a great movie.
Did he do Anchorman?
I don't think so. I don't know. You know what? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we'll find out in another season. Devin, I
What?
think
What?
whatever.
Wait. So now people have to wait a whole season?
Well, what if we do a whole season of Will
He did
Ferrell,
Anchorman.
Adam
He did
McKay?
Talladega Nights. So I have those two right. Anchorman 2,
Yeah, that was awful. That was
Daddy's
bad.
Home, The Campaign, Get Hard, Holmes and Watson, Bewitched, The House,
Maybe he should have switched to dramas because some of those were pretty bad by the end of it.
Tammy, Land of the Lost, Eurovision.
Get Hard was bad. Daddy's Home was bad.
He gave us some great comedies, though. There's no denying that.
There's no denying it. But you know what, Devin? I think everybody here, everybody listening, everybody watching, everybody at home, everybody who's watching right here on TikTok, thank you so much. We are going to live stream on TikTok by the end of the year.
No, we're not. Stop making promises. How are you even going to do that? You don't have a TikTok. We can't both be on the account.
Architects of Laura has a TikTok. And
Okay,
we'll
but
do
that's
it
one
live
account. So then
stream
I'd have to
at
be
the
on
bar
my
in
TikTok.
Los Angeles on Valentine's Day.
Jeez, this guy. I mean, I'm gonna start doing a list of Z Town TV's promises
That
and
I never
just
deliver.
just see what he delivers on, and then and it will be like once campaign season comes along, we're gonna see what Zach
I
actually
hope
delivered on.
I hope the year 2 video recap that we obviously will do in your parents' basement again. It's just you springing a bit on me. It's just like, here's everything you promised. You have delivered 5% of this.
5%. Wow,
That's pretty high. It's pretty high.
I'm still waiting for one thing.
I have delivered on video podcasts. You are welcome.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
What I was trying to say, and I was trying to tee you up in a very organic way, Devin, because you're always like, you gotta let me know, is where does this movie fall?
On the lower list.
You may be asking yourself, Zach, have you done any work on this list? The answer is no. Zach, have you shared this list with Devin? Also, no. Zach, will you do something with this? Eventually. So I'm
Here's
thinking
the lore
top
list.
10.
Why don't give us our little scroll for the listeners, please.
Little score. Starts up, number 1, perfect movie. Paddington 2. Everybody knows it. We don't need to talk about it.
Followed by Shawshank Redemption.
Yes. All the way at the bottom.
Oh, we don't have to always do, because you realize now we're just doing top and bottom. Why don't you just be like,
But then we're going to do middle.
34?
We're going to do middle.
Like,
we're going to do middle.
well, do something like at number 35, Arthur Christmas.
At 41, it's just Friends.
Yeah.
Okay. Objectively, the worst movie ever made from Justin Kelly. Always in the middle of the list. Serve Ninjas.
Number
Devin.
16, plane, trains, and automobiles. Just throwing some random numbers in there. Just so it's
You know what? Next time, you're right. You're right. I'm just gonna throw in next time and be like the lore list. Paddington 2, top, objectively the worst movie ever made, all the way to the bottom from Justin to Kelly. And at number 11, Captain America: The Winter Soldier.
You're like, I think they skipped 2 through 10. Nope, they just went
No,
from 1 to
we
11.
just picking one. So Step Brothers, I'm thinking top 10. I'm thinking above Home Alone, probably above Captain America: The Winter Soldier. It's right in this little elf Halloween exorcist area.
No, I think you got to go a little higher, bud.
I don't think so.
I think it's number 4.
It's
I think
not
this
better.
is
It's
one
not
of the
better than
funniest
Spider-Man
movies.
Into the Spider-Verse. It is
Yes,
not
it
better
is.
than.
It
No,
is
it
funnier.
isn't. No, it isn't.
It is so much funnier. What do you have? Like, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is a great movie. It's a good movie, but like, it is not like a lock for like what equals a top 5 movie.
Yeah, it is.
You
It's a
understand?
lot. It's a lot.
No, it's not.
Okay.
I think we're number 4.
Ready?
What, you have to say what your argument for the number is.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is probably the most perfect comic book movie that's ever been made.
Okay, but you have to say where you think Step Brothers falls.
I think it's around 8, 9. What I'm gonna do here?
You got to pick one so that we can have, a 4 versus 8.
This right here is just, is it above Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse or below? And it's just one time, 3, 2, 1, rock, paper, scissors. Whoever wins, it goes above or below. Right now.
Oh,
This is fate, Devin.
Stakes.
This is fate. 3, 2, 1, go.
3,
Ready?
2, 1, go. All right.
Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. That's what fate had.
I got
list,
rock. He had scissors.
people. That's the list speaking through rock, paper, scissors. So it is above Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Fate, I will strike you down. But I got to listen to you for now. If we're going above Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, I don't think it's better than The Matrix. The Matrix is a fucking cultural phenomenon.
Yeah. But I think it's better than Groundhog's Day. I would watch it again for sure. So, like, does The Matrix go to 4?
Groundhog's Day is like, it's a comedy movie that actually gives you hope and feeling and things to think about.
Okay, but like,
So,
are we doing
Brothers,
this over like what we should be doing just because this is what, we think we should be? Oh, this movie has a deeper meaning. Or is it like, I have watched Step Brothers 1,000 times and will watch it 1,000 more. I think it's hilarious. And that's why it deserves to be high on the lore list. That's just a question I'm asking you right now.
This is a list, Devin. The lore list. It's the objective rankings of all-time movies. Where we put things matter.
Honestly, the original lore list.
People base their lives
I feel like our lore
off
list
of this
should be
list,
like our
Devin.
original ideas, and this should be like our movie ranking list. But
we've already been a year. We're not changing it.
We can change it. We could call it the original ideas list, lore list, and then the movie rank lore list. I don't know. Well,
All right, you know what? Here we go. Groundhog's Day, above or below?
Above or below? Okay.
3, 2, 1, go. Fuck you, fate.
He threw rock, I threw paper. It is your new number 4 on the lore list. 2008 Step Brothers.
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of delay, and you're cheating.
I
will bring it to the arbiter, but not right now.
Review the tapes.
This is a travesty to all of mankind.
I don't know.
I just want everybody to know that I don't agree, and I will be filing an appeal with the movie council. Here we are. But right now, people, your new number 4 on the lore list is...
I don't know if you're gonna
just say it. Say it. I'm pointing at you.
Step Brothers.
I will admit, folks, but I'm pretty heated. So, Devin, I'm going to need you to introduce the next segment.
So that takes us to our next segment, building the lore in the writer's Zoom. Still upset about that lore list, huh? So, Zach, last
2 dudes stuck on a boat together. What do you think?
Well, hold on. Let's do a recap. Last week we came up with cross country with my cousin, which is a road trip where 2 cousins who are on their way to their grandmother's funeral bond
in Sonny's car.
In Sonny's car.
Sunrise. Check
that out on our last episode. Check out a great movie poster made by Z-Town TV. Very cool. And now it's time to come up with a new idea. But I do think we should stay away from the road trip. Let's pick a place.
I think that's fair.
What's a place you've always wanted to visit? So in case this movie gets made, we can go there. Canyon. What?
Tokyo?
I
love Tokyo. Well, I'd like to visit. I don't know if I love it until I visit it, but it looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I agree. Tokyo looks really cool. Okay, really cool. So let's come up with a movie that takes place.
Let's talk about a couple of Americans.
Well, they have to be Tokyo. American.
A little fish out of water scenario.
Of course. So why are they in Tokyo?
One of them didn't pay their debts to the Yakuza. So they got kidnapped out of Los Angeles and shipped on a boat to Tokyo. And the other one, his cousin from the East Coast, has to go to Tokyo to get him back.
Rush Hour 2. I mean, we could do something like that. I was thinking more like unnefarious. Maybe he's a basketball player or a baseball player playing in Tokyo, and he brings out his assistant who just happens to be a guy. If you don't talk, it doesn't cut to you, so you should at least be like,
I thought you were in control. I
know, but like I won't see that unless I remember to go back. So this kind of reminding me to like,
all right,
maybe cut back.
Okay, so I did hear your idea. So we're thinking about a professional basketball player who's playing in
or baseball. They love baseball in Japan.
I think basketball because mostly I hate baseball, and if we're gonna do this movie, I don't want to be at a place shooting fucking film at a baseball, you know.
Yeah, and it'd probably be easier to get a basketball court filled with extras rather than a whole baseball field, you know.
True. Also, like, I can practice on my shot.
Nice.
I'm 5'9". I've never even sniffed the league, people. But
no.
You put me in the corner and you make sure no one's near me, I will hit 30% of threes.
So why is this guy playing basketball in Tokyo, and why does he have a friend with him? And it doesn't have to be another American. It could be like his handler who's like a Tokyo.
But from America, who lives in Tokyo.
I don't know. He could be a Tokyo native who just speaks really good English and really loves basketball.
Devin, and I don't know a lot about Tokyo.
But you can't imagine like building a friendship with a stranger from a different culture, and then like they introduce you to their world and you introduce them
as an adult. Have you ever made a friend as an adult?
Okay, so this is our new project. This is the thing. This man plays basketball in Tokyo, and his journey is to make a friend. And the only guy that he really knows and can communicate with is the handler from Tokyo, who's like an office guy for the team. Maybe
he's got to learn that life is about more than just the game. Because he's lost
like also,
everything to basketball. Thinking that he just got to
Can you hold on and go and like stop about your like tirade about like what the meaning behind this is? Like, let's come up with a little story.
We don't know the meaning. How do we know what the story is?
Because like, what are you talking about? That he's looking for a friend, and then you're like, oh, he relates everything to basketball. So he's like,
no, he's not looking.
Let me bounce your head. What do you mean?
He's not looking for a friend. He's
been. Then what's the movie about?
He's been told if you want it hard enough, you just got to keep going. You got to keep going. But, he's just not that good at basketball.
So then he has to get an ankle injury And now on his downtime, he makes an invert and friend with the trainer.
Exactly. And then he starts learning office skills, Excel,
I think it's more
organizational
like he learns
tactics.
about like the nightlife in Tokyo, and
Oh, okay. All
they
right,
go to
that's
like
fair.
Mount Fiji, and maybe he's like the handlers have never seen the top because he didn't think he was like physically strong enough to get up there. But that's where the guy is like, you just got to push yourself because that's what I've been doing my whole life. And maybe it's, hey, you didn't make the league, but that doesn't. I'm still playing basketball for my career, so I'm winning. You know, I'm
So
winning.
you made $3,600 last year.
Why are you hating on the Tokyo Basketball League, sir? Hey, any Tokyo basketball players listening, that is Z Town TV, and I fully apologize. I think your league is great, and I can't wait to see the Tokyo team bring home another victory.
Yeah, let's go Tokyo team. I don't know if there is a Tokyo
I
basketball
don't
league.
know either, but what kind of things would you want to see if you went to
Is
Tokyo?
there a Japanese
I think I would want to see, some of the anime
basketball?
stores that are like four, um, to 5, 6 stories high.
Oh
I
my
want to go
God,
to
there
that.
is.
Yeah, this is a real movie we're making.
It's the
Right?
B League. It's called the B League. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
Hold on. Is there one in Tokyo? Let me look up. This is important. We got a Tokyo. It's just a Tokyo. That's the only one that I see that's 100% from Tokyo. So we're talking about the A Tokyo team in the B League Japanese Basketball Professional League. A
Yeah, and we
Tokyo,
got a
it's an
player.
American import who's
Yep.
coming in. He's 6'2". Yeah.
I think he's
Got
like 6'6". I think we like make this guy freakishly tall.
okay. Um
Not that there's like that's like makes you a freak. I'm just like compared to the average Tokyo citizen, I want
if you're
this guy to
above
be.
if you're above 5'9", that's a little weird.
You're not playing this character.
True. Yeah, it's fair.
Like, I know that you like to play in your head. You just think that you're playing all the characters, but this one you cannot play the character of the American basketball player.
I mean, there's like a lot that they could do with movie magic these days. So
Adding 3 feet to you, I don't know.
I'm not 3'6".
That hasn't been proven, folks. I've only seen the upper half of the podcast.
All right, okay. We got an American who goes to the B League, the Japanese Professional Basketball League. He plays for A Tokyo, and he's having a pretty good season, but he's lonely. He's far away from home. He thinks like this is his dream, making money playing basketball, but he's just like he he's putting too much time into the game and not doing anything social aspect. And then boom, twists his ankle on the court. He's going to be out for a couple of weeks. He doesn't know what to do. You can't practice. You can't play basketball. What are you supposed to do?
The only person he can
So
talk to is
he's
the trainer who knows English,
slash videographer because he's
and they
breaking down
become
tape.
what? Why is he? Why are you giving him a new
Breaking
job?
down
What'd you
tape
say?
slash
What?
videographer.
Yeah, but why? What are you looking at?
The timer, Devin. I'm making sure we're still on time.
See, maybe this timer was a bad idea. If you keep looking at the timer.
I just had to. I had to unlock the screen. Relax.
Okay. Well, just bring it in quick because I didn't know what you said about the videographer, and I'm like, why? Why?
And this guy, he turns his ankle on the court, and so he can't play basketball. He can't, practice basketball. He doesn't know what to
Yeah.
do. So he makes friends with the only person that he can, the videographer slash coordinator on the basketball team who speaks good English, but
Yeah,
they're
is the
breaking down
English
tape because that's the only thing he can do. And through a series of conversations,
No, not a series of conversations, a series of activities. They're not going to just have conversations. They're going to
I
go
mean, the
places.
basketball player can't go up Mount Fiji if he tore his fucking Achilles.
That's part of his retraining program. I never said tore his Achilles. You just said he rolled his ankle. That's a
Sure,
6-day injury at best. Jeez, man.
I feel like
You want to go to Tokyo? I'm asking you, where do you want to see? And you're like, well, it's going to be a series of conversations, so we could probably just do it in a studio in America. This is to get us to Tokyo.
I feel like there's a lot of anger from the Lordless segment, and we needed to work through it. And now here we are. So we're going to the bright lights of Tokyo nightlife. We got neon lights, hot pink, hot blue. They're going to Hello Kitty bars. They're going to places, tea houses where cats are on them. Because all I think about with Tokyo is cats and robots and hot pink and hot blue lights. And then Yakuza.
Whoa. I don't know if we need to get it's a buddy comedy. Let's remember. And there's just got to be a little fish out of water type stuff. We have to have the Tokyo guy playing basketball because we have to see, he's like not even that hard, and then he like can't even dribble and stuff, and maybe like teaches him how.
But he loves the game.
Yeah,
loves the game, but he's not very good at it. No. So our American guy helps him with some drills. Just be a little bit more coordinated.
He can play with some kids on the street and like
maybe the
just
videographer
be blocking everything. That'd be funny.
Maybe the videographer has always been trying to go to this pickup game in his neighborhood. Okay, but he's never been good enough to play, so they don't let him play. So our American guy is just like helping him with drills, setting up, like how normally his trainers would be helping him. It's like, okay, we got to work on your handle. We got to work on going left. And then he comes in and he just slams it down on him, blocks the shit out of him. It's like, you're not bringing it hard enough to the fucking rack. You go hard.
But then he can get him ready after a montage, and he signs up. And like, he's setting up and he's still, getting blocked, and they think it's whatever. But then the American tags in, and then he starts blocking everyone else, setting picks for our guy. Our guy's hitting from his sweet spot. He's draining threes. He's getting the layups.
Oh, and there's a nice little young lady from the apartment complex there that he's had a crush on, couldn't talk to. But this whole segment at the end is him balling out and that lady noticing him. But you realize earlier in the movie, like, she already liked him. She was saying hi to him, bringing him cookies, but he didn't think he was good enough to talk to her until the end when he hits the three to beat the neighboring fucking apartment complex team, and he's the hero. Because this story isn't about our American basketball player. I
got another idea about this American basketball player. He doesn't want to be in Tokyo. He's trying to get out of there. He's just trying to get to the league. He's like putting this behind me. And now because he's seen the people of Tokyo, he's seen the culture, he's fallen in love with the geography and the lifestyle. Now he's okay with being like the Kobe Bryant of Japan.
He's like, you know what? Sometimes it's not just about the game. It's about family.
And then Tokyo drift.
And then you watch this fucking 2006 Mitsubishi Lancer with a spoiler drift around the corner.
That would be funny if the videographer comes in to pick him up and he just shows up in like a Honda that's just souped up with 100%. Neon lights under it.
Yeah.
And the basketball player is 6'6", so he's just like curled up in there, can barely even fit.
That's canon. All right, we got to name our characters. Who's our American basketball player? Who's the Japanese videographer? Why did you just put balloons on my screen?
I don't know what happened. Are you doing this or am I?
You did that. I didn't
touch a single thing.
Don't fucking lie to me.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna look up Japanese male names.
Who's your favorite basketball player growing up? Patrick Ewing.
No, it wasn't. I'll be honest. I've only been a Knicks fan recently, since my late teens, early 20s. Growing up, if you take away Michael Jordan, because every kid's a bandwagon player.
Grant Hill.
No, close. Tracy McGrady, Orlando Magic.
Tracy, that's a great name.
Tracy. All right, Tracy's the basketball player, and then we got Tracy.
Shout out
and
Tracy McGrady.
Let's see. Let's go with Akio. Tracy and Akio.
Akio? How do you spell that?
A-K-I-O. We could go Akira, but I think Akira has been done a lot.
I was thinking of someone with an S.
S? Sota? We go Sota.
Yeah, and there's like a confusion. Soda? Like Dr. Pepper? No, Sota.
Okay. You know? All right. Okay. All right. So we got Tracy and Sota, our buddy cop, fish out of water duo.
Our mismatched cop, but
Mismatched cop.
Wait, they're not cops. Our
What if Soda's
team.
dad is a Tokyo police officer? Hard nosed, very rigid, very strict parent, but very loving. And he's just telling his son, you got to get out of this. You got to start a new career. But then he watches his son play basketball too, and a tear rolls down his eye.
Okay. All right.
He didn't follow his dream. It's just like Step Brothers.
I got what you meant. Yeah. Oh man. Oh, Tokyo Jam.
Fuck, that's good.
Fuck, that's good. Tokyo Jam, bro.
And there's gotta be the thing that those two bond over is they both played NBA Jam growing up. So at the end, when Sota's just draining shots, Tracy's got to scream at one point, he's on fire.
Yeah. That's awesome. All right. The architects
hate you. I hate you. I hate you so much because I see you doing it. You like check out like 3 minutes before we're done with the movie.
I didn't know that would take me 30
going
seconds.
through your fucking names in your head.
All right. The architects of lore original idea, Tokyo Jam.
Tracy, an American basketball player, has moved overseas to Tokyo to keep his professional dream alive. So all he wants to do is get to the league. But after a few games with the A Tokyo team in the B League Japanese professional team, he twists his ankle.
Boom, hurts his ankle, out for a few weeks. Not knowing what to do, he befriends the only English speaker around him, Soda,
the videographer on the team. They
Yeah.
start watching tape and talking about their lives and realize they got a lot in common.
Like playing NBA Jam growing up. And then Soto takes Tracy out into Tokyo because he's been so focused on basketball, he hasn't seen anything like the cat cafes or the robot cafes or the Godzilla cafes, but also other things.
There's like a lot of cafes, apparently, but also pink and light blue neon lights and the nightlife at the club.
And
where
Mount
Sota
Fiji
gets harassed by the rec basketball team from the adjoining apartment complex because they've been dominating his apartment complex.
So Tracy starts to teach Soda how to play ball. Meanwhile, slamming down every shot he takes.
So he keeps going to the rack, and he keeps getting swatted.
Finally, he learns enough where the two of them take down the rival rec team together, winning the love of Soto's neighbor for Soto. And Tracy figures
love interest
who
liked him before, not just for his sweet basketball skills.
They were just shy, yeah. And then Soto's dad realizes that he shouldn't be so hard on Soto and he should follow his dreams of working in the basketball league because not the NBA. And then Tracy realizes it's not all about going back to the NBA. He can enjoy being a superstar in Japan because
he becomes the Kobe Godzilla of the Japanese B League. I don't know. Devin pointed at me because
I'm just gonna say because he
because he learns it's all about family.
he learns that he likes the people and being who he is, and
he just likes Japan.
Yeah, he
and
learns.
He finally found what he never could find at home: a family. The spoiler alert: he had a broken home life and everything like that. We'll get into it when the movie gets made.
But there you got Tokyo Jam.
Another Architects of Lore original idea. And it wasn't a road trip movie this time.
I mean, they do travel overseas.
Like
That's a small part of it. He's already arriving in the airport when we start the movie, and he picks them up from the airport, and that's where the two main characters meet at the airport.
But there you have it, folks. Devin, I would just like to extend a thank you for being on another episode of Architects of Lore with me. I know.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for having me. Thanks for being my co-host on this episode of Architects of Lore.
Also,
it's been a great season.
I still contend you fucking cheated. with all those fucking rock, paper, scissors because there was a slight delay and you just saw what I did and then you did the opposite.
I don't know. I think you're pretty
You did.
predictable.
I'm
Rock,
gonna
paper,
fucking
scissors.
look at the tape. I'm bringing it back.
I won with rock, so I knew you were going with rock. It just was simple as that.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I was just in your head, man.
No, it wasn't. I was in your head. And then you
But as
saw
a quick
me.
recap for our feel good comedies, we watched The Other Guys, the Barbie movie, Step Brothers, and
I love you, man.
I Love You, Man.
Did anybody notice that Devin struggled on both of the ones that he didn't choose?
Yeah.
Devin, what are we gonna do in our next study in this feel good movie season?
So we are doing feel good action and adventure.
We're
And
starting
to
off
kick
with
us
the
off,
Fast and the Furious movie.
yeah, we are. Fast and
No, we're
Furious.
not. No, we're
Fast
not.
and
No, we're
Furious,
not. No,
baby.
we're not.
Let's fucking do it. Let's fucking go.
No, we're
You
not.
know it's good. It's all about
No,
family.
no. I have a special plan for the Fast and the Furious movies. Pick a different movie.
Okay. As long as you guarantee we will watch it at some point,
Guaranteed.
I will do the Nick Cage National Treasure.
Hell yeah. This is going to be a real test, folks.
I believe it's on Disney Plus. You can check it out there.
A lot of people are like, Nick Cage is a horrible actor. Have you seen National Treasure? Because if you haven't, you should this week. Great movie.
Great movie.
Make sure
And
you
just a
don't
quick
watch
recap of all our
TV
original ideas that
series.
we came up with in the comedy section. We came up with Coachella at 40,
Coachella at 40.
Blimp RV,
Cross country with my cousin.
and now Tokyo Jam.
Make sure to vote on which one's your favorite.
Let us know.
Instagram, Architects of the Lore. There will not be a poll. You can just send us a DM.
There might be. You never know. We don't know. I don't know. Maybe not. Probably not. So let us know. Give us any feedback by emailing us at architectsoflore@gmail.com. You can hit us on Instagram at Architects of Lore. You can hit us on X at Arc of Lore. You can look for us on YouTube and TikTok by searching for Architects of Lore. Thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe.
And hit that notification bell. But Devin, you got a story in your head, but you can't seem to get it out.
Do it.
Just fucking do it, man, because you might come up with a gem that is Tokyo Jam. And if it sucks, who cares? That's what editing's for. Good night, everybody.
Bye. Problem is these bloopers. I don't know what the blooper anymore. We're just so tight with it, you know?
We are so tight. Just so tight. Pause for effect.
I mean, this doesn't matter what we do now because this is all cut.
Pause for effect.
I'm literally gonna put an effect in here, so I do appreciate this because it gives me something cut out, so then I can slip that effect in.
This one's you. I did it last time.
I thought you were just pausing for a thing. Ready? A one, a two, a 1, 2, 3, 4.